There's absolutely nothing better than starting off my morning with a good workout. So here I am doing about 30 minutes of rebounding. I'm actually working out to my own video that is also posted on YouTube. So go ahead and check that thing out. This is absolutely my favorite form of workout right now. And I do it pretty consistently and it's very, very effective. After my workout, I go ahead and start my self-care. This is some of my favorite products that I use at the moment. And I like to use things or products that I can find pretty easily. Like I don't need a prescription or anything super, super crazy. So I like to stick to my little Walmart finds for the most part. And I'm working heavily on my self-care and my skin. So my self-care has become a very, very important part of my morning and my day. I look very oily. I just moisturize my face, and then I always end with just a little bit of Vaseline on my lips, especially because it's getting really, really cold. And I don't know about you guys, but for me this year, I really told myself that I want to focus on self-care. I want to go do some work, eat, edit some videos. So yes, let's go. Okay, so here is my weigh-in from the previous week. And here is my weigh-in this week. This is about 2 weeks difference. Okay. Okay, so this was my first week's weigh-in. Well, I'm sorry, not first week's. This was actually about 2 weeks, a little bit less than 2 weeks. The first week though, I did go ahead and step on the scale. And I was down about 1.8 pounds. And I'll be 100% honest, I was not super duper happy. I was like, I've been doing this, you know, normal things that kind of like run through your head. And that threw my whole day off. I don't know if anybody experiences that, but like essentially when you feel like your weight is not reflecting all the hard work you've been putting it through, you tend to feel like, okay, so all this is a waste of time. Let me just go back to eating how I used to eat. So that kind of threw my day off. And as time progressed, I had to remember that, you know, essentially this is the process though, you know what I'm saying? And I have to allow myself to remember that I can't get caught up in wanting the quick fix, because I've been there, done that 10 million times, you know, try to do the quick fix, and ended up putting all the weight back on plus more. So now I had to remind myself that, okay, Lan, go ahead and take it slow. But I will say that there were some things that I could have done a little bit differently, which I did the following week. For example, my weakness is fruit. And some people may say, okay, well, fruit isn't that bad or whatever it may be. For me, I could eat a whole half of a watermelon or a whole watermelon in a day, like literally, or I could just eat fruit for the rest of my life. But however, that's still a good amount of calories. And with the Start Solution, Dr. John McDougall mentions like maybe sticking to just like 1 or 2 servings a day. So what I did the following week is that I cut back my fruit intake. I also made sure that I wasn't snacking on different things, even if it was good stuff. I didn't want to keep feeling like I needed something in my mouth or needing to eat. I also practice more of the intermediate fasting, not because I was like, okay, well, this is gonna help me lose weight. That's not why I was doing it. I did it more so because I hate that bloaty feeling and look in the morning. And if there were nights or times when I was hungry, I definitely ate. So that was another thing. And then I also implemented making sure that I was watching my salt intake. That was a big thing for me as well. So for me, or for us as females, you know, during that time of the month, you can gain 3, 4, up to 10 pounds, right? And some of that may be due to the sodium as well. So around my period, maybe about a week before my period, I start to make sure that I'm cutting back on that sodium, so I'm not feeling super bloated or not feeling super tired. So I did that. I did those 3 things. And then the following week, that's the weight loss that you saw. So that time frame, I was able to release about 5.8 pounds, which I was very, very grateful for. I knew that those little changes would definitely help. And one thing that I've been practicing too, and this may kind of like resonate with some of you guys, is sometimes when I have temptation, like I'll give an example. My go-to snack or my temptation, I don't know where this came from in my childhood, but it is a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Like toast that bread, you know, spread that peanut butter on top, slice that banana up, top. Eat that thing open. Like that's my thing. But what I had to tell myself in moments of weakness is I had to say, Elan, you know, I call myself my first name. I said, Elan, this does not align with what you are doing. And I would say it out loud. Elan, this does not align with what you are doing. Because the reality of it is weight release or weight loss, it's a mindset. We have to get our mind in a place where it's like, okay, I no longer feel happy with where my body is. So I want it to be here, but what am I willing to do to kind of, how can I say, brain freeze. Essentially, yeah. So what can we do to make sure that we're going in that path that we want to go? And it's like, okay, for me to do, I had to have what's called a paradigm shift. I don't know if you guys are really into like manifestations and alignment. I am. And I'm actually going to be sharing a little bit of that on my content or on my YouTube channel as well. But it's all about shifting that mind. And you know, how bad do you want it? That's what I said to myself, Elan, how bad do you want it? So that's what I've been doing. I've also been adding in a little bit of fat just because I think my body seems to respond a little bit better to, like, for example, like a tablespoon of maybe some hummus with one or like maybe 3 or 4 meals a week or something like that. But that's been working for me. I'm just going to continue going, keep pushing it. I hope you guys are following along, and maybe you guys are also on this journey with the START solution or trying to figure out what works for your body. And thank you for connecting with me and following me. I've gotten some really great messages on my Instagram as well as on my YouTube channel. And I'm excited to see where, you know, I'm going to be in the next, you know, 4 or 5 months. I'm really, really excited about that. And I hope you guys are following along. Feel free to definitely subscribe to my channel to continue to follow along with that journey. I realized recently that my kind of niche, and I don't really even like using that word, but the vibe that I'm going for with my channel is more of like kind of like holistic health in a sense, for the mind, body, and space. You know, the environment. I'm going to be sharing some things that I do at my home, that aligns with me fully. And I'll share a little bit more about that. And it is water time. I'm filling my water bottle up for the day. I am working on my skin, so it's very, very important that I go ahead and drink a lot of water throughout the day. Okay, so here is my first meal of the day. I already added some salsa on top, but I'll just go on and say what everything is. So I have some brown rice at the bottom, some mixed veg. And that was actually something a little bit new. I'll see if I have the picture to show what I kind of mixed with the broccoli. I also added some corn, and I added a little bit of this brand of salsa. And I'm going to top it with just a very little, like maybe a tablespoon of hummus. So I am in the Bob Proctor coaching program, and it's absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend it. So here I am getting settled down to work. I am a speech language pathologist by profession. I see some kids in person and adults online. So here I am just kind of getting everything together and working on all of the beautiful manifestations that I have and projects in the works. So I was literally sitting down and I looked over and I'm like, I need to organize this filing organizer. So I was like, let me go ahead and fix this up really quickly, because I don't know about you guys, but I cannot function if things around me is not organized and neat and nice and clear. So I went ahead and did that really quickly, which took me maybe about 15-20 minutes. Then my son actually came home. He wanted to play for a little bit as normal, and then we got him all ready for bed. Okay, so it is about 8:30 p.m. Today was a very long day, a very busy day, but a productive day nonetheless. I just finished my self-care routine and taking a shower. That alone, sometimes like my skin routine and my body and all of that takes me like sometimes an hour, and then I go and shower because I'm really being intentful about taking care of myself and so forth. And that's my son. So now I'm about to read a book, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I want to get up a little bit earlier than I usually do. So I usually get up by 5 a.m. I may try to get up like 4:30, 4:45, but we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you feel some kind of alignment to the content. Sending you guys an abundance of love, support, all of that good stuff. Until next time, bye. So this is me testing. Okay, so hi guys.